Welcome to Los Angeles. Lights, camera, action, emphasis on lights in the greater Hollywood area as the USC Trojans set to open another season tonight. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So USC's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Running back searching for a hole. Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition. Not just
turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this pass.
Touchdown, Trojan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Bettis. He's got it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, what a move to get open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get up to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Get it forward and inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it in. It's Moss. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Trojans. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
He'll keep it himself. Got some room there to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah,
and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Back to pass. It's Bettis. Quick strike complete. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Kick the team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How many first downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense, if they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Quarterback on the keeper. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Scanning the field, it's Bettis. Got it in the middle, it's Lanning. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Runs through the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Got his man on the right. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Bettis. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Gonna let it fly. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Bettis. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. runs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to the...
Touchdown, Illinois! A great catch and run for 6. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right at the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The short hands, it's Moss. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Inside the 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. They're trailing by 10 to UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He'll pull it on the read. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Looking to pass. It's Bettis. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, fighting Illini. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Then some, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football. He wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pulls and fired complete. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Bettis. Here comes the heat. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Fighting Illini facing a third and long to keep this drive alive. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
Why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? You can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He caught it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Hold and fire complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Get it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes the catch around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run, it's Thomas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll run it. It's Thomas. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. After the run, now to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough. Across the 25, let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just ran over it. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds his man down the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Bettis. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Hauls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Caught in the backfield, it's Lanning. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Illini! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 30-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Trojans. And the route is on.
Game 1 you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 31 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lanning. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Bettis. A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. They'll immediately call timeout. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. Second, and the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive.
Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.